Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, pimps and players, everybody between, it's your boy, the one and only Debo Vibes right here. Thank y'all so much for coming by the Debo Vibe, Debo Life and Debo Vibes 90s ride. If you are grateful for the content, if you're feeling the content, go ahead and shoot a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And y'all, this is gonna be a special episode, man. You cannot talk about the 1990s without sports teams in the 90s, man. So me and my brother Debo Life, we decided to dedicate this show right here to the most iconic, controversial, unique 90s team in the early 90s, man. I'm talking about the University of Miami, man, the 1990s Hurricanes, man. Now, we talking about 1990s Hurricanes. You gotta bring on the aficionado about the Hurricanes, man. So fortunately, we are blessed to have the one and only, the homie, John Michaels from 680 The Fan, to join us, talk some Canes, man. How's it going, John?
Man, anytime we gonna talk Canes, things are good. You know what that means? We're getting close to football season. We're getting close to whooping Notre Dame's ass in the opener. We're getting close to whooping Florida about 4 weeks into it. I'm ready for our boys to be back.
Let's get it, yo. Let's get
it. I feel you, man.
That's a good Dade County energy right there, boy.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and dive right into it, man. But before we do anything, John, man, if you could let us know about what's going on with you, man. I know you do your thing at 680 with the locker room and everything. What's going on with you, though, bro?
Yeah, 680 The Fan, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. You know, we're actually at ACC Media Days next week, so hopefully get a chance to talk to Mario. I know Carson Beck's going to be there. Mawanoa's going to be there. We're trying to get on everybody's schedule. So if anybody in Miami's listening, make sure they stop by the Atlanta table and take care of us. But, you know, right now it's SEC Media Days here in Atlanta. All-Star game going on tonight. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I actually went to Beyonce the other night. So Atlanta's been good to you, boy, but I'm ready for football. It was good.
How was that?
It was good. You know, I was lucky. My wife won some tickets. So we had sweet tickets that probably would have cost like 3 G's. She won 2 tickets. So we were in the suite, drink for free, eat for free. Only thing I didn't like, you know, I'm a Beyonce fan, but I'm an older Beyonce fan. I didn't know a lot of the country music she was doing. It was good. The vibes were unbelievable. The fact that she sold out 4 nights in a row in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz tells you what kind of mega star she was. I just looked at it as a once-in-a-lifetime concert that I got a chance to go to. So it was good vibes, hung with the wife, saw some people in some outrageous-ass costumes, but it was really good to go to.
Hey, John, let me ask you this question, man. Do you consider yourself a part of the Beehive?
No, not at all. No.
Okay. All right. Thank God. Thank God.
I saw dudes in some outrageous cowboy costumes and sequins and everything else. Now, that wasn't for me.
Yeah. I can only imagine. Fellas, so, again, when you think about iconic sports teams in the 1990s, and a couple of weeks ago, me and Locke, we talked about the iconic Chicago Bulls teams, man, that they had, man. But you cannot talk about the 90s without talking about the impression and the culture of the Miami Hurricanes. And the great thing about you, John, is that you're actually from down there, man. You're from South Florida, man. And you had your hands on, you were actually looking at what was going on down there, man, with the Miami Hurricanes, bro. And like I said, just to dive into it, the main thing that caught me and Debo Life, we're from Vegas. We're from Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? And the main thing that caught our attention about the Miami Hurricanes, it had to be the last game of the 1990 season in the Cotton Bowl when they played Texas. And when Randall Hill scored that touchdown, went to the tone and start shooting them off. I'm like, bro, what the hell? What is this?
Hey, man. After that, I was all in. All in.
So that was already a situation for Miami that I had been through the 80s with how great they already were. So 83, and I like to kind of go back before we get to what the 1990s were. 83, They were the upstart Miami of Florida. That's what they were called. And we had no business being where we were, but Howard Schnellenberger had a vision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They weren't cocky at that point. They were just, hey, we're going to go out there and we're going to win games. When Jimmy took over in 1984, and really the start of the 85 season is when you started to see the swagger that Miami was all about. Jerome Brown, Michael Irvin, Vinny Testaverde, Mel Bratton, all the studs that were there. By 87 and 89, we were in your face like, screw you, we're the best thing smoking, and nothing you could do about it. And I think that's when a lot of the rest of the country started to hate Miami. 83, they didn't hate us. It was a great story. 86, the fatigue game is where they started to hate us. Then when you win championships in 87 and 89 and really should have won the title in 88 and in 90, people really hated us. That Cotton Bowl game, people forget the genesis behind the Randall Hill thing. They had a safety named Stanley Richard.
Yes.
Whose nickname was the Sheriff.
The Sheriff, yes. Yeah, the Sheriff.
He talked a whole lot of trash beforehand about what they were going to do to Miami, and they're going to shut us down and this, that, and the other. So Randall Hill had in his mind, like, if I get a chance to burn him, I'm going to hit him with the 6-shooter. The play, now I want to say it's 38-3 or 39-3 at that time.
Right.
Randall Hill goes in the huddle and tells Craig Erickson, you haven't thrown me the ball all day. I'm running a go route, and you're going to throw me the go route. And he's said this openly to many people. And Erickson dropped back and throws him a go route, and the rest ends up being history.
Right.
That game was history-making because the NCAA changed rules at the end of that game that they actually called the Miami rules because of all the taunting, all the stuff that they were doing, dancing on top of people. They changed rules after that season, called them the Miami rules, and a lot of it had to do with that Texas game. That was swagger. That was screw you. That was we're better than everybody. We blew it in Provo, Utah against BYU, and we blew it against Notre Dame, and we should have been national champions that year, and we ended up not being.
Right. And the crazy thing about that is, bro, is like when that all that went down, man, he had guys on that team like Russell Maryland was on that team, I believe he was, man. And now Dennis Erickson's first year was 89. It was 89, right?
Yep, it was 89.
Okay. And then to see Dennis Erickson basically continue what Jimmy Johnson had done before Jimmy Johnson went to the Cowboys, and I got Dennis Erickson doing his thing, that was unique. But what caught when I really started following, actually, me and my brother really started following the Canes, bro, was back in 91. And I remember the first game they played was at Arkansas.
Yep.
And I want to say Horace Copeland scored a 99-yard touchdown. And I'm like, these dudes doing the same shit in the Cotton Bowl that they're doing like right now. Like they're continuing, they ain't no joke type of stuff, man. So that's when I really started paying attention to them, bro. But being on the West Coast, man, we really couldn't catch that many games, you know what I'm saying? Because they're, you know what I'm saying, Miami being the Big East and everything. But I guess my question to you, man, is like, once after that 90 season and everything leading to that point, did you know for a fact that 91 squad was like, okay, we got this all day?
Oh, 100%. I mean, Gino had started a couple of games in 1989 and actually for a long time held the single game passing record yard, I think against San Jose State, 460 some odd yards. So we knew going into 91, Gino was going to be really good. Defensively, you had the Bermuda Triangle of Michael Barrow, Jesse Armstead, and Darren Smith.
Yeah.
So you knew you were going to be really good at linebacker. Then you had those white dudes coming off the edge. Rusty Medeiros. Rusty Medeiros, Darren Crine, and oh my goodness, Kevin Patrick. So you had three dudes off the edge that were absolute monsters. And then, you know, one of the big questions was you lost to Randall Hill. Wesley Carroll had graduated at wide receiver. But you're bringing in Lamar Thomas. You're bringing in Horace Copeland. I forgot the little receiver we had in the slot.
Kevin Williams, bro. Kevin Williams,
that's right. Because Dennis Erickson ran the 3 wide set. So we knew we'd be really good. We didn't know how good they were going to be. But 51-3 against Arkansas to get things going, it was like, all right, these dudes got the same swag that everybody else did. And what was so much fun about that 91 team, because they had lost in 90, you know, they had 2 losses, the opener against BYU and a game up at Notre Dame that Rocket Ismail returns a kick for a touchdown. They really felt like they had let down the school because you're talking about 87 to 90. You had lost 1 game, and that was a robbery in 1988 against Notre Dame. Right. So you kind of felt like every year we were supposed to win the damn national title. So 91, they had that chip on their shoulder, and they took care of business. Now, you had 2 of the toughest games maybe ever one of the toughest games maybe ever late in the year up at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. But those dudes were dogs. And, you know, oh my goodness, I must have been 17 at the time. And we never thought on a Saturday Miami would ever lose. Like that was the feeling, and that's why, like anybody that listens to me now on the radio in Atlanta or when I'm on with Hockman and Crowder down in Miami, I am an unabashed homer because I know what it was like to wake up on Saturday and know, okay, Miami's better than anybody. That we could play a C game and we're still going to win the game. And that's how I felt in 1991. It was like, all right, we may not be the best team, but we could be really, really good. And there they were playing for a national championship at the end and getting the job done.
I was scared, man. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, about the 91 score. What caught my attention was being from the West Coast. I remember a Saturday night game is the ESPN game, and San Diego State came down to the Orange Bowl. Yep. And I was a big-time Marshall Faulk fan, you know what I'm saying, man? Man, Miami washed the floor of them boys. I was like, damn, man, that's what got my attention, man. But you know what, man? If you recall, Washington Huskies, they were undefeated too. You know what I'm saying? And I always wondered what would happen to the Huskies. They were kind of the Miami of the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Had the Huskies played the Canes, you know what I'm saying? How that would have played out. Because Washington had a squad too. You know, not the Canes, you know what I'm saying? They had a squad too, though, you know what I'm saying, man? But man.
Oh yeah, they were really good. They had a kid named Steve Entman who I think went number 1 in the draft.
Yeah, number 1 to the Colts. Yeah, to the Colts. Yeah.
Mario Bailey was a really good wide receiver. I want to say it was it Tui Asasopa was their quarterback, the older brother maybe. They were good.
Yeah.
They weren't Miami good. We weren't losing to no damn Washington in a national championship game.
Bro, let me ask you. We all right because we fall. We was in, you know what I'm saying, we're in Pac-10 country. Well, at the time Pac-10, right. And we saw a lot of Washington games, and just by seeing what Mario Bailey was doing, what the defense was doing, Bean O'Brien was doing, everybody it was like my brother said, we was asking that question: what if the Hurricanes played the Huskies, bro? And that's one of the games I will always want to see, bro. I would always want to see what would happen, bro. But I think you're right, man. I think the Hurricanes would have whooped their ass up and shit, though.
It was just something back then that, you know, Miami was battle tested. We played Penn State, beat them 26-20. Kevin Williams had a punt return for a touchdown that year. I was at the game. I was a senior in high school. We're poor as can be. We sat on the very back row of the upper deck of the Orange Bowl up against the old chain link fence, which I'm not sure was the safest place to be leaning up against. Painted my whole face orange and green and went down, and Miami was able to win. To go to Tallahassee that year and beat that Florida State team down 16-7 late in the game, and you get, you know, Gino throws the 4th down throw to Horace Copeland on 4th and 3. Miami was battle tested, and I'm not taking anything away from Washington. That was a really, really good Washington team. But back then, Miami just had a belief that no matter who they played, they were going to take care of them. I think that was the same year Houston came to town with David Klingler. They were averaging like 70 points a game. They got their ass whooped to the tune of 40-10. And I don't think we heard from Houston again until De'Aaron King got there about 30 years later. So that's what Miami used to do to teams over and over again. And I just hope one day we ever get back somewhat close to that. It'll never be the same, but somewhat close to those days where we can relive some championship glory.
That 91 squad, man, we're undefeated, man. And going to 92, bro, you know what I'm saying? Miami did a thing again, man. We went 11-1. We swept, you know what I'm saying? The Hurricanes did their thing through the whole season. Then we go to the Sugar Bowl. Yeah. And we face Alabama. And I'm like, Alabama, we got them, man. The Canes got this all day. And that Alabama squad was something different that night. I promise you. Them boys came down there, and you saw, we all saw it. And, you know what I'm saying? And Bama handled their business, man. What was it, 34-14?
Yeah, 34-13, I think was the final score. Yo. Derek Lassick ran crazy on us, but it was Copeland and Curry off the edge. People don't remember. If you go back and watch that game, Miami was starting a converted tight end at left tackle. I think our left tackle had got hurt late in the season. We had like a 240-pound converted tight end because at that point, Dennis Erickson's recruiting wasn't quite what it needed to be. He wanted big, huge offensive linemen that didn't necessarily fit against what Alabama was doing. And Gino just had no time. You know, you obviously had the throw that Lamar Thomas has taken in for a touchdown that would have made it 20-13. George Teague strips him from behind.
Hold up, bro. Let me tell you something. When I saw Lamar Thomas streaking down the sideline, I'm like, we got this. and you got this rangy, long ass safety just running like his life depended on it, and get Lamar Thomas. Not only getting him, stripping the ball. I've never seen Lamar Thomas get caught from behind.
No,
ever.
None of us had.
And that when that happened, bro, they literally took the soul out. Well, not the soul out of the team. I think it took the soul out of the team. When that happened to Lamar Thomas, I was a kid at the time. I was like, we're a year younger than you, bro. But it's like, I thought it's a wrap for the Canes. That one play.
Yeah, that one play. Unfortunately, that play carried over into 1993. They weren't as good in 93. 94, I was at the Orange Bowl against Nebraska. We're up 17-7 going to the fourth quarter, and unfortunately, the guys fell apart. 92 was. People forget what 92 was in South Florida. Hurricane Andrew hit in August and ravaged Miami. Miami had to practice in Vero Beach for the whole fall camp, then had to open on the road against Iowa, who ended up being a pretty good team. They had the knockdown drag out against Florida State, wide right 2. Then the very next week or the week before, they played I think they played Arizona and beat them 8-7.
8-7, yes. Yeah.
Some kid named Connor McLaughlin missed a 53-yard field goal that would have ended the Miami winning streak. I was listening to it because back then every game wasn't on TV. So I was listening to it. Joe Zagacki was on the call, and I've gotten to be really good friends with Joe over the years. And I tell him, at the time I was living in Palm Beach, and the only place I got reception was on the roof of my house. So I would literally climb up on the roof of my house with its old transistor radio and listen to games in the blazing hot Florida sun. And that's how much I love the Canes. But that year was tough, man. I mean, they beat Penn State 17-14. It was a lot of like just hang on. But you felt like when you got to the Sugar Bowl, it's like, all right, we're going to get another national title because we're that good. I've heard, and I won't say the players' names, I've talked to a lot of players. Let's just say maybe they were a little bit too loose down in the Sugar Bowl, hanging out on Bourbon Street a little too much, thinking, hey, we're just going to walk in with the helmet on and take care of business. That's what I've heard. I can't confirm nor deny that, but there was a lot of conversation that week was a lot of we've already got this. We're going to win another national title, no problem. And they got humbled in a big way that night.
Hey, man, bro. That night where Ibis got shot.
What's that?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, Ibis, the mascot got shot down in Bourbon Street, right?
Jeez. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he got shot. The Ibis mascot got. I don't know. If it was that? It had to have been that year. It said Ibis the mascot got shot on Bourbon Street.
I don't remember that one.
Unless it's some kind of myth, bro. I don't know, man. But like, yeah, man, the 93 team, man, they went 9-3, and it's like and then 94, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing and everything. They had Warren Sapp, who won all kind of awards. They also had Ray Lewis. It just wasn't that squad no more, man.
No, and a lot of it had to do in 94 was, when you got to 94, Frank Costa, remember you had the whole Frank Costa, Ryan Collins debate. Luther Campbell was pushing for Ryan Collins to be the starter. Frank Costa was, he wasn't very good in 93. Came back in 94. You had the mishap against Washington, which ended the longest winning streak at the Orange Bowl. People forget, I think it was the opening kickoff. Instead of deferring to the second half, Miami chose to kick. Well, that gave Washington the ball both halves to start. They were able to get it in the first half, and they got it in the second half. We were winning, and then you had like a defensive back fall down. You had a receiver fall down, and it went from us being up to all of a sudden we're behind. Even with all that being said, you make it all the way to the Orange Bowl. You weren't going to win the national title, which sucks. You came in number 3. Penn State was 2. Nebraska was 1. What you would have done is let Penn State win their first national title because they beat Oregon in the Rose Bowl. Right. That's the first bowl game I ever got to go to. And I'll tell you a quick story. I was a freshman in college in Texas. Okay. And, back then, credit card companies didn't care. They walked into our campus and said, whoever signs up, you'll have $1,000 limit on this Discover card.
Damn.
All right. I signed up, and this is hand to God. I get my card. They said, oh, you'll have it before Christmas time. I got my card in the mail right after Thanksgiving. It came to the school. Literally, or it must have been right before Thanksgiving because they hadn't announced we were going to the Orange Bowl. I get the card. I call down to Miami. I call the Orange Bowl. I go, how much are 4 tickets? They were like, I don't know. At the time, they were like $60 a piece. The first purchase I ever made as a credit purchase was 4 tickets to the Orange Bowl on New Year's Day against Nebraska. Ultimately we ended up losing 24-17, but I was there with my mom and my aunt who's no longer with us. So like memories of being in that stadium, I've never cried. Like I cry only now about my kids and Miami football. That was one of the first days I cried walking out of the stadium because that was the first time in my life I had ever seen them lose live in person. Oh, and that was a very, very hurtful feeling walking out of there.
I remember that game because when I think about that Orange Bowl game against Nebraska, I was thinking about the fullback number 4, Schlesinger. I think it's
Corey Schlesinger. Yep.
Yeah, he was just running rush out against them boy. I'm like, what the hell? And yeah, man, that happened.
Well,
man.
The play that killed us, it's 17-17 with about 2.5 minutes left in the game. Mm-hmm. Costa has Jonathan Harris butt naked wide open on a post route that right down because I was sitting in the closed end zone, heading right towards me. When he threw it, I was like, we're all up, touchdown. And he overthrew him by about 1.5 yards. They ended up having to punt on the next play. Nebraska gets the ball, and then Schlesinger goes in for the touchdown to ultimately win it. And like I said, heartbreak. I mean, that was absolute heartbreak.
Hey man, everybody, man, we're talking about the 1990s Miami Hurricanes, man, with John Michaels, man. John, before I let you go, man, I got to ask you 2 more questions, right quick, if you could, man. Yep. As a Miami Hurricane fan, what's your all-time favorite play of? I'll ask you too, bro. What's your all-time favorite play of the Miami Hurricanes? Doesn't matter what play it was. I already know mine. What's yours?
Oh, I mean, it's the one that won us our first national title. It's Kenny Calhoun deflected away. Nebraska going for 2 in the 1984 Orange Bowl. I mean, literally, he hits it by this much of his fingertips and changes the trajectory of college football. If Miami doesn't win that title, Howard Schnellenberger probably doesn't leave to go to that USFL franchise. I don't know how good Miami ultimately ends up being. I love Howard. May he rest in peace. But that play put us on the map. It put Miami on the map. And I love to tell stories of what Miami was to me. I think I was 9 or 10 at the time. My mom goes, you can watch the first quarter because the next day school started. And I'm like a 3rd or 4th grader. I watched the first quarter. Miami's up 17-0. And I'm a kid. She takes my radio from me. She takes the TV. You got to go to sleep. Well, now I'm a 9-year-old. I can't go to sleep. I'm like rocking in bed. I think it was the only time in my life I woke up because back then, you guys remember, the TV didn't come on until 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it came on. It came off at 12:01 with the national anthem. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And so at 6 a.m., I'm sitting there in our living room with the TV on, and the first thing they go to is Miami wins the Orange Bowl. And back then, you had to wait until later that afternoon when the UPI and the AP poll came out. So I get home from school, and again, we're just sitting watching TV. And the iconic video of Howard Schnellenberger walks out and he goes, the AP poll has voted us number 1. The UPI has voted us number 1. And all bets were off at that point. Miami won the national title. But Kenny Calhoun, the greatest play ever in Miami history. It's the play that put us on the map.
For sure. I got a good friend, John, in the chat, man. She's 305 till she died, man. I want to say she went. Don't get me in line. I forgot what high school she went to. What? Blackberry Molasses, tell me what high school you went to again. I want to say Northwestern. I don't know, bro. What was your favorite play right quick, dog?
My favorite play was the 1992 Orange Bowl, where Gino Toretta threw probably like 25 yard, maybe 30-yard pass to Lamar Thomas.
That's my favorite play too. Yep.
Sweet catch. After the play, Lamar Thomas takes his fucking helmet off, runs
and just shows the whole world who the fuck he is.
And does this. Like what? It wasn't no flag. I don't think it wasn't no flag or nothing like that.
No.
To me, that was I just thought about Miami swag right there, man. That's my favorite play right there, Lamar Thomas.
That's my favorite. I concur. That Lamar Thomas catch, without question, is my favorite all time. It wasn't a touchdown. It was like 35-yard gain. But the whole fact that he got up, took his helmet off, and just started prancing around the field. That's the you and no flag, bro.
That's when college football was college football.
That's when college football was college football. You got it, bro. She went to Miami Central. Okay, Miami Central High School. Okay. All right, that's what's up. And last but not least, John, before I let you go, man, thank you so much for coming by. I got a question for. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. Shit, would you make this trade? Michael Irvin to the Canes for Deion Sanders. No, Michael Irvin to the nose for Deion Sanders to the Canes.
No, never.
You want to make the King?
No, Michael Irvin is the embodiment of Miami football. Michael Irvin still has Miami swag dripping out of every orifice of his body. Deion's an unbelievable player. He's one of the greatest players ever. I still remember Cleveland Gary running his ass over at the beginning of the '88 game. They made that stupid Seminole rap, and they lost 31-0. So while Deion had all the swag in the world, I also remember in Tallahassee in 1987, down or tied at 19, a third down play, Steve Walsh hits Michael Irvin down the sideline, and he runs away from Deion and the rest of the Florida State defense. Michael Irvin's a Cane. Deion, love you, brother. You'll never be a Cane.
That 80 with the 88, I want to say 88 game with the Canes and the Knowles. Did that game they said out? I don't know if it was 87 or 88 game. That game had like 70 NFL players.
Yeah, it was probably 87 because 87 we beat them 26-25 up there. There was NFL talent littered all over that field. Yeah, it was an unbelievable game.
Everywhere. Is there a player down South Florida? I got one in mind. Is there a player in South Florida that you think got away who ended up going to the Seminoles or wherever that you wish was a Hurricane?
Oh, my God, Dalvin Cook. It's not even close. Dalvin Cook is the one that, remember him and Joe Yearby are teammates. And, hey, we got one of the two. It's great. Dalvin Cook whooped our ass every corner we caught him on. And he is one of the greatest college running backs I've ever seen. I don't know that it would have changed Al Golden's tenure in Miami. But if Dalvin Cook's there, you have one of those dogs that might have brought in some other guys and helped get the program back where it needed to be. Dalvin hurts to this day. Patrick Peterson going to LSU sucked as well, but at least he didn't stay in Tallahassee.
Right. One that comes to my mind. You know what, bro? I never thought about Dalvin Cook, man. I'm going further back into I think like 93 or some shit, man. Tarek Vanover.
Oh yeah.
He was from South Florida, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one, but it is what it is, bro.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell Lamar Jackson get out of South Florida.
Right. Well, that's a lot of people misevaluating who he was as a quarterback. How did Teddy Bridgewater get out of South Florida? Oh, I know. We fired Randy Shannon and we brought in Al Golden. Don't get me started on that. I'll be here.
Right, yeah, that Randy Shannon. Hey, those Randy Shannon days. Hey, don't. That could be
One question, John. We'll let you go. If they had NIL back in 91, would we still be talking about the Canes like we're talking about right now?
Yes, we would have been the dirtiest, nastiest. The amount of drug money that would have flowed through that program, pimps and players and everybody else. I mean, let's be real. Luke was funneling a little bit of cash through there, but you're talking about $100 hits and $500 bounties and whatever. Man, we would have had dudes pulling up with drug money and coke money and everything else. Miami would have been the nastiest program ever. So, yeah, we might have 20 national titles if NIL was legal back then.
Favorite all-time.
And in closing, right, I'm saying, like I said, we from Vegas. We always compare because we love the UNLV and Running Rebels. We always call them the Miami Hurricanes of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what our love is with the Running Rebels. Like your love is for Miami Hurricanes. We feel that for real. That swag, that compass, we feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, my goodness. Tark with that team. I want to gold teeth like Moses Scurry. I could never dunk. I wanted to dunk on somebody and scream in their face. Those teams were unbelievable. You could even go back to before that team. He had the team in 1987, I think, with Gerald Patio.
Armand Gilliam. And Jarvis Basnett. Jarvis Basnett. Yeah.
I loved UNLV. My teams, because remember, Miami wasn't. Our basketball program was gone for a long time. When we came back, we stunk. But I looked at UNLV and Georgetown. Georgetown reminded me of Miami because John Thompson didn't take no crap. They were full court press. So yeah, there was a lot of similarities between those two programs. Renegades for sure, and that's what made college athletics so much fun.
Last but not least, man, John, who's your favorite all-time King? Oh, did we lose him? Was that mic drop? Oh, there you go.
He did.
Okay, yeah. Yours, bro?
Sorry, my favorite all-time King. Sorry, I lost you.
You're good.
Sorry, favorite all-time King, Michael Irvin. It's not even close.
Michael Irvin?
Yep. I got to run, fellas. Work is calling.
Hey, man, thank you so much, John, for coming through, man. And it's been a great conversation, bro. And we
All right.
definitely appreciate your time, man. You stay cool out there, bro.
Thank you.
All right, take care, man. John Michael. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Like, the main thing I wanted to know, I wanted to get a perspective of somebody who's actually from Miami to talk
Right,
Canes football, bro.
bro. I'm
He
telling you,
told me
man.
some shit just now. I had no idea.
I could listen to him all day, but because he did it like when they first started. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just like the Canes, dog. They just can't be. People don't know. People, especially like young folks right now, they don't know how cold the Canes were back in the day, man. It's like
It was a culture.
that swag, and it's pretty much like it's kind of like hip hop down south, booty club music meets college football. Pretty much that's
Right.
what it was, man. That's
Right.
what it was, man. You know what I'm saying, man? But me personally, I mean, my favorite Cane, I got Lamar Thomas. I mean, we can't go back like John did, but Lamar Thomas for me, I mean, that was my Cane right there, man. I love Lamar Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I might go with you with Lamar Thomas, bro. Because like when I think about, you can't think about 90's Hurricane without thinking about Lamar Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And I know he didn't do so good in the league. You know what I'm saying? The Buccaneers drafted him and everything. But even when he was stringing down, Lamar Thomas was that dude, man. He
Man,
was that dude.
man. When I moved down to South Florida in '93, I'm excited, man. I'm thinking the Canes. John was right, man. '93. I'm
Yeah.
like,
So yeah, talking with that. I can't talk on that shit because I went to college in Cali. You actually went to Florida, not Florida, South Florida.
South
You
Florida,
moved to
South Florida. Yeah.
Florida during this whole Miami Hurricane thing. How was that shit, bro?
It was lit, but it wasn't, man. Because keep in mind, all the cats that we saw, they in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it was a new set of Canes in '93. You know what I mean? I remember watching. I think it was Miami versus Pitt, and we beat the crap out of them, man. But I was like, this just ain't the same squad. You know what I'm saying, man? And it's like the energy was there, but man, dude, '94 Fiesta Bowl, we got our asses whooped by Arizona, man. I
Yeah,
mean, shit.
bro. Dude, Chuck Levy ran for like 300 yards that game.
Our asses whooped. At that point, I said, okay, it's over. It's over. And then when I went back down there in '97, I was like, they had planes flying over the Orange Belt talking about fire the coach and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man?
so all right, so I moved to down South Florida in '95. So I'm like, shit, Miami Hurricanes, let's do it, baby. Come on. They had hired Bush Davis as their head coach.
Right,
They go out
right.
the first game, they go out to LA to play UCLA. Sherman Shaw or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar runs
Right.
for like 200. I'm like, this like the Canes, bro. This is not the Canes.
Now the
What
Canes,
the
man, it's
fuck?
like you saw the U, but it just wasn't the same no more, man. It's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It's like, but hey, tell the story, man. We had to do it, man.
What?
Remember one time we had to drive all the way down to Miami just so we could go ahead and see the Orange Bowl, man.
Oh, dude, for sure. I still
Dude,
got the
that man,
picture.
we drove down there just so we can witness, just so we can look, just so we can touch the OB. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Tell
So
them about that,
for
man.
sure. So it was spring and
It's '94.
spring '94. And like, dude, man, we bored and shit. Like, hey man, let's go to Miami. Matter of fact, let's go to the Orange Bowl. I'm like, shit, let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it, let's do it. So we made that drive all the way from West Palm down to deep in Miami, Little Havana. And we get lost. We're like, where the fuck is the Orange Bowl at? We just driving. I'm
Hey
like,
man,
dude.
once we got off at '95, it was like, oh shit, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, bro. Like, oh shit, we done
Oh
fucked.
shit,
We done
wasn't no
fucked up.
GPS, no shit like that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying, man?
bro, we done fucked up.
Oh
And of
shit,
course, you
yeah,
can't
man.
go out. You can't go out there and ask them, like, hey, you ain't get killed with Orange Bowl. No, man, it's a wrap, man. They get you.
All the signs were in Spanish, so you can't know the fuck you going and shit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
all of a sudden, we made a right and another right. And I looked over. I said, hold on, that's an Orange Bowl right there. What the fuck? That shit small as fuck. That's an Orange Bowl? You're like, yeah. So we get out, and then I look at it, Orange Bowl.
No, it said Miami Orange Bowl.
Miami Orange Bowl.
Right.
Miami Orange Bowl. I'm like, dude, this is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? You took your picture, I took my picture on disposable Kodak picture, disposable Kodak photos and shit, dog. Yeah,
right.
man. Let me tell you something right quick, and then we're gonna talk about a little bit about Vegas right quick, bro. And Vegas, I mean, Miami Hurricanes' influence on Vegas. Vegas. Check this shit out, bro. The 1990 Hurricanes, 10-2, outscored their opponents 447 to 184. 1991 Hurricanes, 12-0, outscored their opponents 386 to 100. 92 Hurricanes went 11-1, outscored their opponents 369 to 161. 93 Hurricanes, 93, outscored their opponents 331 to 167. And finally, the 94 Hurricanes, they go 10-2, outscored their opponents 403 to 143. I ask you, how is that not the most dominant team in the 90s, bro?
Even on the downfall, man, but from like 90 to like 94, 93, them, like you just can't, you'll never replicate that shit, man. Mm-hmm. You'll never replicate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I see all these, I think Old House they won it last year, and that, yo, man, can you imagine, nigga? Think about this. If they had a playoffs back in the Canes days, nigga.
Correct.
Like, man, they will run right through them playoffs, man. Run right through them, man. It's like Miami. It's like, I ain't gonna lie. We talked about Shannon and them boys, man. All these other coaches, like Al Golden. She's like, y'all just don't like the Canes, man. It's like,
man, hey, man,
come on. You know what I mean? It's like, and now you see them kind of, getting pumped around and shit. Like, damn, like, what the fuck? It's like the Canes back in the day they wouldn't take that shit. You know what I'm saying, man? So
the main thing I remember about that 91 or that 92 Orange Bowl where Lamar Thomas made that catch. The Canes literally had 200 people on their sideline. They had the players,
yep.
And they had a dude who went there. Jerome Brown was on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Michael over on the sideline. They all golded out and everything, man. And that's what 90's Hurricanes is all about, bro. Real talk.
Keep in mind, man, like on the West Coast, we had we can wake up at like 9 o'clock and watch them boys. You know what I'm saying, man? But John was right. Keep in mind, back in the day, a lot of these, Canes games you couldn't see. A lot of these Canes games on networks and shit like that, man. It was just like, it was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It was insane, yo. But I mean, the West Coast influence, man, for the Canes, we just love them boys, man, because we seeing them just, hey, niggas, as bad as they want to be. You know what I'm saying, man?
Hey, for sure, and that's what did it, bro. I think seeing Miami Hurricanes just doing what the fuck they want to do.
Yup.
And keep in mind, bro. Another thing that has something to do with that was the whole fact that, you know what I'm saying, you remember the whole thing about the Rodney King thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Rodney King rights, stuff like that. So it was like, we look at Rodney King, oh shit, you there, bro? You there? You going in and out. Let me take off right quick, come back on. All right. Give me a second right quick, man. Oh, okay. All right, there you go. Okay. All right, go ahead. You going in and out though. Let me take off. I'm gonna take off and come bring it back in, okay? But no, what I was saying was that when the whole Ronnie King thing was going on, we were like, you know what I'm saying, the Miami Hurricanes represent. I don't want to say rebellion. I'm not going to say rebellion or anything like that. But what I will say is this: they were doing things like the Miami Hurricanes were giving the middle finger to like how things were supposed to be, if that makes sense. So how things were supposed to be, and they were giving a middle finger to the shit. So when you see the Miami Hurricanes go out there and handle their business and just like tell the word, you know what I'm saying, go fuck yourself. And during time frames, that's why I brought the whole Rodney King thing up. During time frame where, you know what I'm saying, socially, politically, it wasn't cool. It was accepted to, you know what I'm saying, say things or do things outside what you're supposed to do, what you were supposed to do type of shit. That was accepted. And when that whole Rodney King thing went down, and we was like, hell no, we didn't had enough. And then you got a team like the Miami Hurricanes, man. Man, for real, for real. Oh, let me see what's going on right quick, y'all. Might they bring it back on? Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. He'll come back on. He'll come back on. So, well, like I said though, what me I've said, what my brother said, and what John Michael said. Shout out to John Michaels from 680 fan for coming through. The Miami Hurricanes was a culture. It was a culture, y'all, and they were doing things that were unlike ahead of its time, mad ahead of its time. You know what I'm saying? The goddamn Randall Hill going to the tunnel and doing this 6 shooter. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Kevin Williams returning punts for touchdowns, taking his helmet off. No, I can't recall any other team sitting here doing that shit back in the early '90s. They were doing simplest shit and put swag on it and make sure the whole world knew who the fuck they were, type of shit. That's what I'm talking about. They let the whole world, you know what I'm saying, hey, like, we're the Miami fucking Hurricanes. We're the Miami Hurricanes. Let me go to chat right quick, man. Shit. Jordan said, I'm a Duke Johnson fan. Loved watching him. Duke Johnson was that dude. Duke Johnson was an awesome running back for the Canes, man. You know what I'm saying? Savagely uncut. Tell Life I said hi. Missing you guys tonight. We miss you. Hey, we miss you too. Mwah. Mwah. We miss you too, Angie. We miss you too. Let's see. We got this dude back on right quick, man. Let's see if everything's been corrected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how it sound like to me? You hear me now?
You good, dog. You straight? You good?
Yeah, I don't miss her. Go ahead though. I don't miss her. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy getting some words in now. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope. I can actually speak now. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. She having fun out there. I be saying she having a good time out there. You know,
she having a good time out there, bro. She having a shit, man. Hey, Miss Angie living her best life out there.
I see her. She way up on Sunrise Mountain, taking with the city behind her and shit like
Which,
that.
by the way, was that Sunrise Mountain shot was unbelievable. Unbelievable, yo.
It probably took like 20 shots and everything, but it's all good. It's all
God
good.
Damn, what the fuck? She owe you some money or some shit? What the fuck, nigga?
No. Hey, man, I'm just getting in while I can. I'm just getting in while I can. You know what I'm saying, man? It's all good, man. But yeah, man, them Canes, boy. I mean, I'm telling you, man, from the early '90s, they couldn't be fucked with, man. They couldn't be fucked with. You want to talk about football factory?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man. And the fact, and the what's so cool about it, they all came from Miami. Most of them came from Miami or South Florida. You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple. I mean, well, Lamar Thomas, man, he came from goddamn Gainesville.
He's from Gainesville, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's like they all had that chip on the shoulder. You know what I mean? That was dope. They all had that chip, that Miami swag. You know what I mean? That Miami just, I don't give a damn. I'm a do my thing. You know what I'm saying, man? That was cool, man. That was real cool. You know what I mean?
In 5 years, bro, they went 58. They went 52-8.
Yeah.
Bro, dominance.
You know, and we can hope to get back. I mean, I'm cheering for him, man. I want to see him dominated again, man. I want to see him dominate. I want to see him get back in the playoffs, man. I think the college football will be good when Miami Hurricanes.
And John said something interesting a little bit ago. The Canes were doing shit when college football was college football, and you need that dynamic in college football right now, bro.
Yep. You
know bro, the last college football playoff sucked.
Yeah, I ain't watching
Boise State, that motherfucker.
Yeah, they gotta do something about that. You shouldn't be having no goddamn Boise State.
Boise State, you know what I'm saying? Top seed. Arizona State top seed. SMU top seed. Come on.
Come on, man. SMU, they with the Pens, they got their ass whooped, right?
Right, for sure. But at the same time, what's done on the field has to be done on the field, and the Miami Hurricanes didn't do it on the field. So you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, man, they'll be back. You know what I'm saying, man. They just need to get that. Like John said, they ain't never gonna be who they was. You know what I'm saying, back in the day, because I mean, shit, you can't be taking your helmets off and dancing and knocking people out and shit like that, like they did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing about the Miami Hurricanes, man. You had the referees scared of them motherfuckers.
Hell fucking yeah. Would you call play against them motherfuckers?
Yeah, referees scared of them motherfuckers, man, because these cats were from the streets. They just happen to know how to play football. But they from the streets, man. You know
Right.
what I'm saying, man? So I just got number love for the U. I mean, I'll always have love for you. I will always want to see good. I don't be watching college football like that no more. I'm more about the pros and everything now. But
Yeah.
man, we want to talk about like football dominance. I would encourage these young folks, YouTube them. YouTube top Miami Hurricane plays, man. You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying, man? So yeah, man, that's what's up, man. For real, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? The Canes. I mean, and we always talk about, man, in Vegas, man, the West Coast, we love the Canes, man. We love the Canes up there in the
Because they
West Coast.
represent. I mean, the Canes represent a lot about what was going on with us. Like I said, with the whole Rodney King thing, man. When motherfuckers were like, enough is enough, we're gonna show you. Well, I keep bringing the Rodney King thing. The reason I keep bringing that shit up is like when the Rodney King riots happened, it was our way of saying enough is enough type of stuff.
No.
The Miami Hurricanes were on the field saying enough is enough. We're gonna do us. We're gonna do what the fuck we want to do, and you can't do nothing
Yeah,
about it.
and being
So,
unapologetic about it, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, be unapologetic about shit, bro. Real
You know what
talk,
I
man.
mean? So,
And dog, man, when I think about the goddamn Canes and shit, dog, man. Matter of fact, bro, we gonna soon we'll talk about 91, man. Cause right now, I'm feeling the whole 91 vibe with the Canes and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, oh, dang life, thought we saw eye to eye, fam.
who was that? Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot Miss
yeah, that's
Savage.
Angie, nigga.
Miss Savage, I forgot. But that's all good. She know I'm playing around. It's just all good. Ain't number love. Ain't number love. It's all good.
All to the G,
All
all
to
to
the
the
G.
G.
All to the G. That's what's up, man. But yeah, man. I'm excited about football, man. John, he got me excited about football, man. It's coming, man. I mean, training camp opens up in about a week and a half, man.
Yeah. No, no,
You know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
man. For training camp for us, up is like 9 days.
Okay.
In nine
Okay. That's
days,
what's
yeah,
up.
yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
But
That's what's up.
football is right around the corner, though, man. Football is right around the corner. But like I
Yeah.
said, man, in closing, man, as far as the Hurricanes are concerned, man, what they did in the 1990s was epic. It was culture changing. It was life changing. Even John said they made rules for the Miami Hurricanes type of shit, bro. You know what
That's
I'm
how good they
saying?
were.
So that's how dominant they were. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But man, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and cut. You know what I'm saying? Handle our business, bro. And a great conversation once again. Much respect for John Michaels of 680 The Fan to come on in here and talk to us and chop it up, man, about these Miami Hurricanes, bro. And we'll see what we talk about next week. We gotta do something. Let's see here, man. Should we do a living color
I'm cool with that, man. Well, hell yeah, we can do that. I'm cool with that. All day. All day,
in
yeah.
living
You know what
color?
I'm saying? And then we can
We should
also
do in
talk,
living color.
maybe, man, talk about a little bit Martin, you know what I'm saying? A little bit in living, a living single, my bad. Cause you know, she talking about some shows back in the day. But yeah, in living color, man, we gonna tackle living color, man. Cause that was ahead of its time right there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, we do that, man. Yeah, it's not if it's nice. Hey, here's the thing, man. To the audience, man, give us some suggestions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you want to hear us talk about, man. The '90s had so
Absolutely,
much
for
going
sure,
on, man.
for sure.
The '90s had
Because
so much going on, man.
the 90s were so iconic, man. There's so much thing, but like I said, we break it down one by one. Like I said, today was Miami Hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? Last week, talk about Vegas back in the day with home a year. Week before last was the Chicago Bulls joint. Before that, it was soundtracks. You tell me in a decade who has more to offer than the 1990s, and I'll shut up.
Hey, we ain't even talk. We ain't touched OJ yet. We ain't touched
We
OJ
definitely gonna
yet.
do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
OJ.
got to touch. Hey, man, we got to.
You
Yeah,
know
man,
what I'm saying? We're gonna handle OJ. We definitely gonna handle over there. Yeah, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, chop about OJ. You know what I'm saying, and he can watch it
yeah.
from above or from below.
Hey, all right, that's what's up.
Just saying. Just
Hey,
saying. Okay.
all right. Yeah, it depends on what team you on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, man.
Depends what
Hey,
team you on.
man. This was, you know what I'm saying. This was an awesome show, man. This was an awesome show. And anybody watching right now, man, take some time, man. Go back. They had plenty of documentaries about the hurricane, more specifically the U. The U was cool as fuck, man. But just to have John Michaels on, just to talk about his life and you know what I'm saying with the Hurricanes, but while he was down in Miami, I've always wanted to hear someone's point of view from Miami, man. So that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, he gave some good. I could talk to him. I had some big questions, man. I know he's pressed for time, man, but it's always like you said, it's dope to hear
Yeah,
someone who grew up down there. You know what I'm saying? And or not just Miami. You know what I'm saying? Last week, you know, Yuri on talking about how it was like. You know what I'm saying? Being at UNLV. You know what
right.
I'm saying, man? So we're gonna bring some more people on. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna, go down and listen, bring some guests in, give their take on the 90's, and you know how an amazing decade it was from start to finish. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Hey, man, we can do that, man. We can do that. We can do that.
Let's
We
do
do
it,
that.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Everybody watching, man. If you watch this long, thank you so much. If you feeling it, if you feeling what the twins are doing, man, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and do that thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And we'll come back, to y'all to next week, same time, and chop it about the 1990s. And hey, man, let's do it again next week. Everybody who
Mm-hmm.
watched, thank y'all so much. I'm looking at y'all in chat right now. Thank you. It's been a great pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the 90s and everything. And before I leave, RIP Raleigh.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. In closing, I got one thing to say.
What's that?
It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about
1990
the
you,
you.
yo. For sure. For sure.
It's all about the you. It's all about
For
the you.
sure. All right, man. Have a good night. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for coming by. Let's do it again. Oh, look for a foodie video for your boy coming soon. And thank you so much for coming by. And let's do it again. And we will vibe out soon. Nice ride, man. Appreciate you coming by. Y'all take care.